What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're focusing on Kyle Pettit of the Erie Otters, center who only had 10 points in 53 games in the OHL this season. And he's projected to go very, very late in the draft. I think he'll be a solid 6th or 7th round pick. He's 161st ranked North American skater, so probably a good bet to go in the 7th round. And I think you're looking at a kid here who doesn't put up high numbers, but plays on a very good team, understands his role, and is a good-sized kid at 6'4" and 190 pounds. Again, you like to see him fill out his frame a little bit, but that's the case with all players, in that age. They got some growing to do, and I think he'll do that, and he'll emerge as a pretty solid hockey player down the line. I like what he brings to the table. He's not, again, ever going to be a high scorer. I think the next 2 years of major junior will be impactful for his development. Next year, I think he'll need to take a few steps forward in his development. But I think the year after that, when McDavid's in the NHL, he'll have much more expanded role with Erie. And I think that if he's going to break out, it'll be his 4th year in majors, not his 2nd or his 3rd. Actually, his 2nd just wrapped up now. And I think a solid playoff run with the Erie Otters could definitely help catapult them into a higher draft position, which is what you're always going to be looking for. And again, you can get good value. I mean, I think last year Greg Chase, Calgary Hitman, slipped to Edmonton in the 7th round. I loved Greg Chase going into the draft, and he turned out to have a very solid year in the Western Hockey, very good year in the Western Hockey League, and has been playing pretty well in the AHL with Oklahoma City since the season ended. So again, just because you draft a kid in the 7th round doesn't mean he's not going to matter to your organization going forward. And I think that's what you're going to get here with Pettit. I don't think he's going to be the be-all, end-all, but if you're looking for a gritty, effective, large forward at the end of the draft, you can do a lot worse. And bringing in a guy like this at the end of the draft helps you because you're looking at the size, you're looking at the role he plays on the team, and it's kind of like draft him and check back in 2 years, check back 2 years after that, after some minor league seasoning, after his junior career is over. And I think he could be at least an intriguing prospect, an intriguing end of the draft prospect, because, with a lot of these guys, you've got to look past their statistics, because again, you're kind of buried on the depth chart in Erie. But I think if and when he gets a more expanded role, it'll definitely help him, and you can see the things he can do. And if you're a GM and you do your homework on the kid, taking him in the 7th round may not be the worst thing in the world at all. Anyway, that's all I got on this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Kyle Pettit of the Erie Otters, 2014 draft eligible center. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.